Welcome to our nail party.
Woo!
I have Haley and Beth and Ashling. I'm going to be doing Beth's nails, and then Haley is going to be doing the nail art.
Yes.
It's going to be so much fun. Okay, I already applied primer and let it dry, and I'm going to be applying this Sculpt Soft Pink, but before I do that, I'm going to apply Stuck on You. And this makes your sculpt adhere to the natural nail. We're going to be talking a lot today about the Next Top Nail Artist because this is a really awesome competition. And those of you who have heard about it or haven't heard about it yet, it's really, really awesome. And next year you need to get in it. If you're not in it right now, you need to participate.
Yes, so Haley has done it twice. What made you want to enter this contest?
Okay, so the first time I was licensed for a very short amount of time. Mm-hmm. It was about 3 months, I believe. A brand had it was like a small contest, and there was like 2 categories. It was like 2D and 3D. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just try the 3D. And I was just like playing around, really late at night into the wee early morning hours. And it was like a Cinderella theme because like that movie was coming out. And I just like did whatever. I don't know. It was like a little carriage and a dress and like a pillow with a glass slipper on it. So I like submitted it and won grand prize.
Woo!
Congrats.
And I was like,
And you got the bug? The competition bug?
Competition bug?
You fell in love with staying up late and not sleeping. And you were like, what can I do with all my time?
Right?
That's like exactly what I did. So they actually reached out to me at Nails Mag and they're like, did you know we have a competition? And I was like, now I do. So I entered from there, and believe it or not, me and Ryoko live like basically in the same city, and she's the first cycles winner.
So
Lifesaver.
Do people ask you for help, like in
From the competition?
Yeah,
the people in it? They never do.
No, I mean like so you
or like other people that aren't in the
you
competition.
skipped a year because you did it 1 year and then
And I
you
skipped
were
a year.
done. So like in that year in between,
Nope.
did no one asked you?
Nope.
So
Oh
this
my
year,
gosh.
could they ask?
I think they will because I made it further this
Right.
last year.
And do you welcome people asking
Oh,
for
of course.
tips?
And I always tell people, if you have any questions,
Awesome.
if you like feel discouraged or if you're like worried.
Because you could be someone's Ryoko, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Like, and if you need help, just write me on Instagram.
I love that.
You
Thank
know?
you so
Yeah.
much.
And that's like that's what we're here for. We're here to help
is.
each other.
Right,
Right.
absolutely.
and that's
and it's-
not against the rules.
And helping, and yeah, it's not against the
No,
rules.
no, no,
If they
no.
want, like, feel like, what do you think they want out of me? Because
I
like
think
when I was new,
feedback-
I was like, dude, I really have no
honest
idea.
opinions are helpful.
And from someone that knows firsthand, like instead of asking like the brand, like, hey, what do you want me to do? Like just
Ask
do
Kaylee.
what you want to do. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
ask me. Hemi's open to questions too.
Yes.
Hemi will
Hemi's
answer your
so
questions as
good.
well. Like, and it's easy to talk to us. Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you ask like, well, I don't know like composition wise what I should do. Like, well, what is your idea so far?
Right.
Like I would work with someone, try to help them without cheating.
Right.
I would try.
Well, you
like,
can't. You
any
can't
question.
cheat.
You can't really
Yeah.
cheat because
You
I can't help
cheat because
them.
you don't know. Yeah.
Right.
So Tammy, I'm dying to ask you this.
Yes.
You've judged a lot of nail competitions.
Yes.
So what's your advice to people who are competing in a nail competition?
Be organized and be prepared. I think
Good.
that's
Yes.
probably the
Good
two things
advice.
that make or break you. The contestants who are the most organized and who have practiced and practiced and practiced and they're the most prepared, they're the ones who do the best. The ones who just try to wing it, you cannot wing a competition.
I agree
Maybe
with
your
you.
first competition because you don't know what to do and you're
Right,
like,
right,
you're
right.
just like, you're
I
fresh.
winged it.
Yeah, you're fresh and you don't really know.
Right.
But once you start competing with the big boys, with the really good nail artists, you need to know your stuff because they are organized and they practice.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're amazing. Like Haley, she is highly organized
Yep.
and she practices and practices and practices. And what I love about Haley is she said, practice makes progress.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
practice makes
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Every
And
day
that
you're
is
gonna
so
get better.
true because
Every day.
as a nail technician, I mean, myself, I never feel like I'm perfect, ever. ever.
I look at
It's
my
like
nails from
I've been
last
doing
year and think
nails.
that.
Yeah, I've been doing nails 37 years, and every time I do a set of nails, I sit there and go, "Oh, I could have did this. I could. Oh, next time I want to do that." And it's like it's continuous progress. We're like practicing nail artists, even 37 years practicing, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's just like you never perfect it. You do beautiful nails, you have a full clientele, you're making money, but in your own mind, it's never perfect. So practice makes progress. So you just have to be prepared. You have to practice, and you have to know what you're going to do. And I think that's probably, just the biggest things when you're competing.
I think that's so valuable.
I think when I got eliminated at 7 the first time around, I think that was cycle 3. Cycle 3 was the first one that I did. And the one that I got eliminated on, I did not plan for. I didn't.
And I remember.
You remember, and that set should have been very good.
Right.
But my mind wasn't in the right place.
Right.
You gotta focus, and if you don't focus, you'll get eliminated.
And if you haven't planned it out and practiced it, then it's not going to be second nature to you.
Because a lot of people so a lot of girls in the competition. I say girls because last year it was only girls.
Right.
Sometimes there's a guy like Johnny.
Yeah.
So or like Tan.
Right.
The best.
Tan the man.
Buddy. Oh, they're all perfect.
Yeah,
Anyways.
they are.
Progress makes perfect for them. Anyway, so they'll a lot of girls, they'll start the day they find out. They'll start trying to design the nails, and they're tossing nails left and right. But you know what I do? Beth knows what I do. I'm last minute. I will sit, because there's about 10 days where you got 10 days from the day you hear to the day that it's due. And then there's 3 days where you know the next challenge and you don't know if you're going to be eliminated.
Right.
So you try to think about that while you're trying to finish your set.
Right.
So I actually don't do this unless you are skilled at working under pressure. I spent the first 7 days planning. It was all planning, and then I would take 3 days to execute and edit video. Maybe you guys should take 5 days planning. And leave yourself 2 extra days to edit and execute. But and I never toss nails.
Really?
I tossed one nail the entire last competition.
Which one?
And it's because I dropped it on the floor.
Oh.
That's the only reason.
That's
I didn't feel like
amazing.
starting it over.
You may be the first person who's ever told me that.
Yeah, it blew my mind because
cool.
we always have a group chat,
right,
or a Facebook group
right,
for the girls that are in it, and they're all like, "Oh, I tossed 7 nails just now," and I'm like, "Dude, how?"
Because do you think it's because you're
going straight in?
Right, you're planning it though. You're
I'm planning,
thinking
so
before
I don't
you're
have
doing.
to toss because I know what I'm
what
gonna
you're
do.
saying.
Right.
And if I change it from there, it's
Right.
always gonna be for the better.
Okay.
And then I tweak it from there.
Okay.
So I mean, the planning it's really, really important for planning if you want it to, because you want to wow the judges.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point.
Absolutely. If you're new, what's your advice to someone who's new but they have ambitions? They want to do a contest, they want to do something for the magazine.
Just apply.
Just do it.
How would you know? How are you gonna win the lotto if you don't play, right? So how are you gonna know if you're even gonna make NTNA if you don't apply, right?
Right.
And then say you don't make the cut. Take all the tips from that year.
Yep.
Apply
That's
next
what
year.
I was gonna say. If you're new,
that's what
it's the
it
best
is.
way to learn.
If that's really what you want to do, if you want to try the competition, just try it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just throw yourself into it and do it.
Head first. That's what
Yeah,
I did.
that's
3 months
right. Just
license.
jump
I was just
in.
okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
The first time I met Tammy was the first time I went to premiere. The first time I found out I was in the top 24. So they announced the top 24 the day before premiere, and I had no plans of going. I'm only licensed 3 months. I'm like, I'll go next year when I'm more prepared. And when I found out I was in the top 24, I'm like, people are flying from all over the world to be here, and I'm in Florida already. And if I'm not there, what are they gonna think? I have to be there. Right. So I need an oil change and everything in my car. I just got a rental the next morning. I got a rental the next morning and drove down, and I had to be there. So I met Tammy. I was walking around. And did you go to premiere the couple years before that?
Yes.
So when I went, I've been learning on Tammy when I went to school. So that's kind of I only knew Tammy's products and a little bit here and there of other products. So the trade show, I was delusional. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to expect.
It's a huge show.
And I went alone. It's so loud for your first time. so many people, and then you're like, look at Peter Coppola in the skate ramp, and you're like, whoa, like, and if you've never been, it's mind blowing.
It intimidated me, that show, the first time I ever went. It's
scary.
overwhelming.
So when I walked by and saw Tammy's booth, I'm like, something I know, you know, and I'm like, okay, I know all about this stuff, like, because I know I learned, right? And then I saw Tammy, and, you know, people are like going up and wanting to take pictures, and I didn't necessarily ask for a picture. I just wanted to let her know that I used her product. That's all I wanted her to know.
Right.
Like, I use your product in school, and like that, I think it's cool that I'm like meeting you, you know? And then I think she asked me what I may have needed help on or something, and she like laid my thumbnail. Do you even understand how paramount that is? Tammy like does demos during classes at shows, and she'll on a model with the camera, and like the whole class is watching. But like on the show floor, Tammy doesn't do that. I felt so special.
Because Tammy, like I have her standing in the middle.
Right, because all these people want to talk to her. Yeah. She doesn't really have time to demo. That's why, you know, everybody else is there. That's why I would work the show.
It's her favorite thing to demo.
Yes.
Make her stand there and take pictures.
I know.
I still have the videos.
Like, your hands are shaking.
Look at her.
It's a shaky video.
So yeah, after she did that, Ling like convinced me. She was like, you need to go to the class.
And you're like, no, because you're stubborn.
Yeah, because I am stubborn. But Ling talked me into it. She is very persuasive. Yes. She can convince anyone to do anything, I swear.
So Tammy, what made Halley stand out in your memory for you?
Her willingness to learn. I loved it, and she was so humble. And Halley just was a natural, and she did beautiful nails. And I saw her nails, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And she said, she's like, I've only been doing nails for 3 months. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, your nails are beautiful. And then she told me she was struggling with something. And I said, well, here, come on over here. You had one nail off, right? You just had your thumb off.
Because I was getting demos.
Right, okay.
Well, I had my hand.
She had her hand
hand that I did.
Right.
And then
she had demos.
And then I had a thumb.
And then I did her thumb, and I was talking to her, and she just wanted to learn. And I'm thinking, that is so awesome that she is so humble and so willing to learn. And so I really love that. And plus, Halley is just very sweet, and she's so real. And it was really fun. I love just talking to Halley because her passion for nails. I have such a passion for nails. I've been doing nails since I was 18 years old, and I love nails. I love it. It's like I eat,
live, breathe.
Yeah, I live, breathe,
it's your dream job.
Sleep. Yeah, it's my dream job, and I'm just so blessed that I actually started my dream job when I was 18.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's really awesome.
And on top of that, to start your own business.
I just smashed this nail a little bit, so I have to add a little bit more. So hold on a second.
It's okay. Yeah. That didn't even happen.
Yeah.
No one will know.
No one will know. But
there we go.
Yeah, so Ling
But I think that's probably the main thing with everyone. Just stay humble and keep learning.
I think that's great advice.
You know, and just like with myself, I love to learn. I love to watch all your girls' videos, and I love your YouTube videos. I watch Halley. I just, when she comes here and does all this beautiful art and all of her step-by-steps, and it's awesome. It's wonderful to watch, and I just love it. And I think it's just passion. Just having a passion for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what made you tell Ling to stop me?
Yes.
Isn't it good
we
to
haven't
know
even
that?
gotten there
Isn't
yet.
It good
We
to
haven't
know
gotten
that?
to that year
Yeah,
yet.
Oh my gosh! The second year.
Yeah,
I fell in love
with Halley.
The first year, I went to the class, right, and Tammy's like throwing, because when you go to Tammy class, she turns around, nail party, everyone's like, hey, and she throws shirts with nail brushes in it, or you can get this much product at the booth, and if you catch that money, it's
what I'm going to your class.
I know her classes are so fun. It is literally a nail party.
Do you remember how people were sitting on the floor?
Because there was no more chairs, but
we
we're still letting people in.
We were getting yelled at because it's a fire hazard, and everyone's like, I'm
you don't understand. This is Tammy. So I was front row, and she's aimlessly throwing, and I'm caught it, and I was like, wow. So yeah, after that, the next year, I was walking by the booth again, and Ling stopped me. I was like, stop, hold on, you're Halley, right? And I'm like, yeah.
I know I had told Ling, I said, if you see Haley, stop her and bring her over here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So the next year when Ling like stopped me when I passed by the booth, I was just like, this girl is playing with me. Like, she is playing with my emotions. Like, making me think that Tammy actually remembers my noob butt. You know, like, I was so new. So now I'm a year and 3 months in, you know? And I'm just like, wow, like, how is this, like, she's playing with me. She's playing me. So when Tammy walks to the booth, she's just like, hi, Haley. I'm like, how does she know my name?
Because we were talking about it last year.
But I didn't know that. I had no idea. She's
We're
like,
always
I want you to be in on my top secret stuff. And I'm like, me? Okay, I want to be in it too. And she's like, okay, Ling's going to get all your information and I'm going to call you. She called me like a month or two later and flew me out to California to do videos. And that's why we're here now.
Yay!
Okay.
Years later.
So can I tell you what I'm hearing from this story?
Okay.
So if you're a new, or maybe you're not new, but if you're a nail tech and you're considering going to a show, you should go.
Or a class.
Or a class.
Yep.
Should have some of your own work on your hands.
On your hands.
3, you should not be afraid to
talk
approach
to
your
Tammy.
nail idols.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and you should want to be humble
And
and
you wanna
ask
learn.
for help.
Kind of
And learn
vulnerable.
for, vulnerable, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
think
love that.
Tammy liked
I
that
love
because
that.
like I'm new. She's like, well, I'm going to snatch her up really quick.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Right.
But
And I
like,
feel like, you know, we're a really good
Okay.
fit.
right. But imagine if you hadn't talked to her. You know, you had
Yeah,
to,
imagine if I went to a premiere and just kind of like stood around
Yeah.
other booths or something and
Right.
just like walked around and didn't talk to anyone because I was
Right.
scared.
Right.
I wouldn't be sitting here right
Right,
now.
exactly.
Like,
So you got to go
Right.
for it.
Yes, just go for it.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of
Absolutely.
confidence to like put your, like, especially you're going alone.
I know.
yeah,
So you go up
every
and be
year
like,
I
"Hi,
go
I'm
alone.
Haley, like, and you
Yeah,
know
I
what
walked
mean?
up. I'm like, "Hi, my name's Haley. It's nice to meet you, Tammy. I learned on your product."
Perfect.
Like
Yes,
everyone
that's
says
exactly
that,
it. Yes.
but you know, I think it was all the contributing factors
Yeah.
that got us
Wonderful.
there.
Yeah.
Tammy, this should be your next top by Tammy, is like be vulnerable and how it pays off to go to classes. Because, you know, Tammy,
How it pays off to network, period.
Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And
And
that's the
how-
whole reason I went. That's the whole
And that-
reason
and
I
look what you
like
got
on
out
the
of
drop
it.
of a dime. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta be there. What are they gonna think of me if I don't go now? This is the beginning of my career. I'm not gonna mess it up
What are
now.
they gonna think of?
Yeah, because I live in Florida. That's my mindset.
They.
Like, and not
Who's
even
they?
being like
I know, I like it.
they,
I
as in
like
the whole
it.
industry, because I want to be somebody. You know what I mean?
Wonderful,
So
yeah.
I was like, oh, like I was doing nails when I found out, and that girl was going. She was telling me about, and she braids hair. She is like the number one in my city, like in the radius.
It's amazing.
Like me and her, like we should leave it. But anyway, like she was talking all about how she was going to premiere with her friend, like after parties, and I'm just like, are you gonna go to classes and stuff? Like, oh, she was like, oh no, I'm just gonna go buy stuff and go to parties. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Nails Magazine posted on Instagram
Yeah.
that the 24, and I lost it. I was like, and it was bothering me. I'm like, I gotta go. I
I love
have
that
to
that gave you the
Right.
initiative.
Like, I have to go. Like, and I can't remember. Selena was going, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Selena was going from Sweden. If she can come from Sweden,
Right.
and I
You
live in
can-
Florida,
Florida,
already,
right.
I gotta be there. And
Yeah.
you're like, who's they? They is you. They is Tammy. Anyone sponsoring the competition, I'm like, they're gonna know that I live in Florida. They're gonna know that I didn't come to premiere.
Absolutely.
That was my whole thing.
Yep.
And
I
that's
love
why
it.
I spent the money on a rental car. I went.
I love it.
Like, I had to. There was no choice in my mind.
So I want to know, Haley, you did the competition 1 year. You took a year off. Why do it again? Like, I think that I have a lot of respect for you for coming back and like
But a
for
lot of
other
people
people
come
for winning. Right.
Like, Dana came back a few times.
Right, but tell me, I want
Winnie
to know.
came back and won.
Right, but why? Tell me why you.
Why I
what made
came
you
back?
do it? I want
Well,
to know.
First off, I wasn't sure if I could come back.
Really?
Because
Even though you made it far enough.
no, sure, because like I'm so close with Tammy, but I'm not an
Oh.
ambassador. I'm
Right.
not like
I see.
sponsored. She
I
doesn't
see.
send me all of my
I see.
acrylic.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
I'm not
I
an
see.
educator. I've never taken any classes. Like
Okay.
really, like I watched Tammy and watched her videos, which
Right.
is basically a class.
True.
But like I've never taken like a formal
Right.
class to
Right.
be like have a certification.
Right. Okay.
I'm a style influencer.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and when I told you that, you're like, you know, you can enter again, right? I didn't know. So when you
Oh.
told me that, I was like, you know what? I have to redeem myself. 7 is not gonna pass. I cannot do 7. I'm like 3 is fine. 3 is fine. And then when I got to 3, I'm like, no, it's gotta be 1.
Well, of
gotta be
course.
one.
When you're that far, you gotta
Right.
like.
But second is just as good.
Seriously.
Just as much exposure. You know what I mean? It's a title that I'm proud to have.
Oh, we're so proud to have you.
And now I have
too.
a cover and everything. Like,
That
come on.
cover
yeah,
is
it's amazing. And your cover was in October.
Yeah.
And it's fabulous.
It's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, the model
That
is so
cover,
pretty.
oh, and the nails are just fabulous.
They're
You did such a
long
beautiful job.
and Haley-esque.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
The line work.
Yeah.
Because we made that conscious decision to do only one hand
Yes.
because they know I'm slow, and then also like
No.
they're longer nails, so it takes longer.
That's what. Yeah.
Because the other girls, they did short
Shorter
designs.
nails, yeah.
Because that's their vibe,
Right.
and my vibe
Right.
is
We want
long
you to be
nails.
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, because I didn't pick out like the design for the most
Right.
part. Like everyone from Nails Magazine kind of like came together and were
Right.
like, I think that you should do the one from week 1.
The first one.
The first
Yeah.
one from the runway
Right.
challenge, and just kind of play off of that. You don't have to do this part of it, here and there. And I was like, okay, so I thought on it for a while and did what something similar. Like the whole part of it was there was a matte nail
Right.
with faux crystals on it because the challenge you couldn't have embellishments.
Right. So you
So
kind
I
of
made my own
painted ones.
crystals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then top coated those with a gloss.
Right.
And so they looked real and kind of slightly elevated.
Yeah.
So that was like it was like a jewel set
Yeah. I love that.
without the
set.
jewels.
I love that set.
So
I love the word
beautiful.
decadent.
Well, and it was
Yes.
dark,
Describe
which
it.
I liked
Uh-huh.
too. I liked that it was a darker
Right.
set. It was beautiful though.